This is a video showing the movement from Yaffo Gate to the Old City, and the Jewish quarter in the Old City of Jerusalem. And this is the pathway leading to Yaffo Gate. A little farther down that pathway leading to Yaffo Gate, and as you can see, it's a beautiful, actually it's a Sunday morning in Jerusalem. All right, you're looking directly toward Yaffo Gate. It's Jaffa Gate. In Hebrew, it's Yaffo. Yaffo Gate. You can see it. It's straight in front of you here. That's Jaffa Gate, and to the right, I'm going to pan to the right. To the right is the Hinnom Valley, Ben Hinnom Valley, and in the day of the Messiah, that was a garbage dump. And they worshipped false gods down there as well. Lepers were down there. I'll show you the Hinnom Valley in another video. But that's Yaffo Gate that we just saw on the left, and pan to the right, it's Hinnom Valley. That is Yaffo Gate in front of you, and that tower on the right is over David's citadel. I think that's David's tower. However, I believe that is where the Messiah was tried before Pontius Pilate, in that area right there on your right. We'll see that from inside in a moment. That's Katie walking toward Yaffo Gate. This is the entrance to the Old City of Jerusalem from Yaffo Gate. You can see a banner with a picture of the Pope on it in front of you. The Catholic Church owns a lot of land in the Old City, in this area in particular. And this is beside David's citadel on the right as you're in the entrance area around Yaffo Gate. The structure in front of you on the right side is the entrance to David's citadel. And what we're going to do now is walk to the Jewish quarter from Yaffo Gate, using the way that Katie and I typically, the route that Katie and I typically follow, which most tourists are not aware of. So you'll see some back roads in the Old City. This is the Muslim quarter in the Old City, near Yaffo Gate, and as you can see, there's shops everywhere. It's just one street after another of shops. This is the entrance to the Tower of David, David's citadel, and there's a great museum in there, a great tour if you want to take it. We're not going to take it today. I've taken it several times, but it's a good. This road here takes you to the Jewish quarter. We're right across the street from David's citadel, David's tower. This is the street to the Jewish quarter, and as you can see, it's a pedestrian street plus cars. It's very narrow, it's an ancient street, so you have to be very careful. Up there on the left, just before you get to that archway, we'll take a left, and you notice all the people going underneath that archway. They don't know the shortcut to the Jewish quarter, and it gets you off this street. They'll be on this street the whole way. Not a very pleasant street to walk. This is St. James Street, and this is the shortcut to the Jewish quarter through a residential community in the Jewish quarter. You'll enjoy it. Okay, this is the path to St. James Street, and as you can see, there are a lot of twists and turns. And despite all the twists and turns, this is much more pleasant than the street there with all the pedestrian and automobile traffic, and we like it. This is actually a residential area in the old city. And these kids, they live here. This is home to them. This is their neighborhood. This area we're approaching is called the Cardo. It's the Roman Cardo from the days when the Romans occupied Jerusalem. And it's a major shopping area in the Jewish quarter. This area here is actually columns from the Roman Cardo. As you can see, it's below street level today, but this is the Jewish quarter. This is the entrance to the Cardo shopping area in the Jewish quarter. We're actually now in the Cardo area. This is beneath street level today, but it's a shopping area. We're in the Cardo, and this is an artist's rendition of what the Cardo looked like in Roman days. This is the shopping area in the Cardo, and we're standing in front of an olive tree. It's a very young olive tree. This is the shopping area, the Jewish shopping area in the Cardo. Not too far down there is the beginning of a Muslim area, and you won't notice, you won't know that you've gone from one area to another unless you have been here a few times. But this area is strictly Jewish. It's early in the morning, so it's not too busy. This is part of the ancient walls of Jerusalem. You're looking down on the ancient walls of Jerusalem. And that probably was in the day of the Messiah. And as you can see on the other side, there's a playground for kids. Again, this is a neighborhood for these children who live here. And this is the plaza in front of the restored Herva synagogue, a main synagogue in the old city. That was in ruins for many decades. I think it was destroyed during the War of Independence, and it was just reconstructed a very short while ago. And this plaza area is a very popular place. In the evenings, you see kids out here playing soccer on these stone pathway. It's really quite nice. Very quiet, very pleasant, relatively quiet. But this is the plaza in front of the Herva synagogue. And again, we're in the Jewish quarter of the old city of Jerusalem.